Hi guys, this is the my edit for this raw file that we are all going to be working on, I guess. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with a Game of Thrones type of look. So I'm gonna do a couple of things to it in Lightroom. About 90% of the work is gonna be in it, and Photoshop a couple of things. For example, this modern building there, maybe this flag. I'm not sure. And correct this. I think this is under construction here or renovation. So I'm gonna probably, clone stamp this here. The picture is not super sharp, so definitely gonna add some sharpness to it. But anyways, let's get into it. So first things first, I'm gonna change the tone of this picture with it's gonna be some. I'm gonna do some kind of a black and white, but not I wouldn't say a sepia look, but something close to it. And what I do, I use split toning for that. And split toning, you have many different tones, obviously. But if I go around this kind of color and bring this, all the way to the top, I think it's too much, but more close to black and white, but with a tiny, tiny little tint of a vintage look, I think is what I'm going for. Yeah, I like that. Number two, lens correction. If I do enable profile corrections and remove chromatic aberrations, nothing much happens here. So I don't really even need to do those. But manual, I don't know if you can tell, but the perspective of these buildings, I think it's a church, a cathedral, I'm not sure. If I start doing this is kind of the reverse of what I want to do, but this here is correcting that perspective. If I do back and forth, so you know what I mean. It looks like I'm higher up when I'm taking this picture, and I'm gonna widen it a little bit. Let's see. I think it's scale. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Okay, cropping time. I'm a very big stickler in terms of cropping, so I hate when it crops like things like this when it's cutting there. So I want to cut where it's clean. So right after those two windows, and here's not bad. Maybe here. No, right before those things. Okay. At the bottom, we're okay. Maybe right on top here, right there. Yep, I like that. Okay, so spot removal tool to get rid of this. I think it's an airplane that left a chemtrail there, and just paint on it or brush it, and that's it. It's gone. Could probably get rid of the building the same way, but I'm gonna do it in Photoshop. It's better and it's easier. Okay, so my usual workflow for these type of pictures is this. I bring up the shadows completely, which brings out a lot of detail. This is how it was before. As I'm bringing it up, you see a lot of details, and I bring down the highlights completely. So I do this first. Second thing I do is, third thing is the white points. So I hold the Alt key, press on this lever, and as I'm bringing it up, as soon as I see white points coming up, that means those pixels are 100% white. So I bring it down a little bit until I don't see those, and boom, that's my white point. Same thing with the blacks, bring it down this time. And I like to see a little bit of pure black. There you go. So it's a very nice contrasty picture. I didn't touch the contrast button, and I find this works much better than the contrast. Um, Clarity, a little bit, not too much, because it can, I'll show you what it does. This is at 0, and if I bring it out too much, actually it would, it's all right here. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Um, okay, that's done, that's done. Detail. So let me zoom in on something here. So I want to make sure I'm not bringing too much noise into the picture where it's dark here. I want to see. Yeah, I would probably bring it to 40, not more than that. Yeah, around there. And I have a easy formula for this. For details, I always calculate 100. So if I'm putting, for example, 40 of sharpening, I put 60 of noise reduction. If I put 60 of sharpening, then I put 40 of noise reduction. And that's, I think, what I want here. Let's see if I get any problems anywhere else. No. Okay. Now, very important, let me zoom out. Once you add sharpening, it's very important. I hate when clouds are sharpened or rough. I like clouds to be smooth, like we actually see them in the sky. So when you apply sharpening, I applied it everywhere, right? So if I hold the Alt key when I touch masking here, now whatever's white is going to be sharpened. So if I increase it, the cloud is disappearing. The sky and the clouds are disappearing. That means I'm not sharpening those at all. I'm only sharpening whatever's white. So that's the sharpening I want. Okay. So that's done. That's done. Now, in terms of other kind of touch-ups here, there's not much I want to do in terms of the overall picture, but what I often do uh, is this. I bring down the exposure by a good bunch, let's say one stop down, okay? Then I take a brush, this brush tool here, double click on effects so it brings everything down to neutral, and then I bring up the exposure by one stop. Whatever I took down, I'm gonna bring it back up here, and as you probably are guessing, I'm gonna paint or brush the areas of exposure that I want. For example, those little towerettes there. Just quickly paint on it. Oh, one mistake here. I had auto mask on, so I don't want to do that. So let me back up with the Command Z. Um, Auto mask down. Okay, we're good. Nope. So let me get closer. I don't want to overspill. Usually the technique when you're brushing is wherever you see highlights like these, that's where you paint. Just paint those highlights. It's gonna give your picture much more drama. It's kind of playing on the contrast aspect of it, but it's you'll see that. You'll see what I mean. You have a much better control of where you want that contrast to go. It's pretty cool. And you can go random, not random, but you don't have to be precise about it because it's gonna do a great job no matter what. So here, for example, see, I want to add it here. You can tell the sun is coming this way and creating a shadow this way. Let me increase the brush and give it a quick boom. There we go. Oh yeah, satellite dish there. I'm going to take that out too. Now there's a lot of detail in this structure here, so we're going to make that come out a bit. Let me zoom out. There you go. So it's giving it an old rustic look to it. So you don't want to overdo it, but you know, it's there for that. What I mean is you can adjust the intensity afterwards if you think it's too much. See, if you just go back here, and now I'm just decreasing the intensity of everything. So this is a before I started, and now it's bringing it back now, like that. Little okay. If you hear any snoring, that's my cat next to me who decided to help me with this by sleeping through it. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the brush here. Um, this is called the graduated filter. It's going to appear here if I hover on it. No? Okay, graduated filter. And I lower the exposure just to close the sky a little bit because I don't like this to all be even. So I just want to, you know, make it a darker day, I would say. Grayish day. You can also add one here. Nope, I don't like that one. At the bottom, I definitely put one, but I'm gonna make it a little less dark. Actually, no, I like it this way. I mean, we're getting far from where we were originally. Um, in Photoshop, I'm gonna take off this, take out the satellite dish, and I'm gonna add more clouds with from this guy here. Um, before I do, one last thing is I'm gonna try and see how's that gonna work. I'm gonna try to add a little light here to see if I can have an effect of the sun coming out. Um, let's see. So I'm gonna use the radial filter. Okay, bring up the exposure and decide where should I put that. Well, I'll move it after. It doesn't matter. Right here. Put it on here. Invert mask. Okay. Put it here. I don't know. Let's increase intensity here. Not bad because it's overpowering this a little bit, and but the sun is coming this way, so I'm not sure. It's actually not bad here because it's creating shadows here and more highlights here. Yep, actually like this. So let me go back on the same brush as before where I was doing highlights. I'm gonna see if I press on O, this is where I've painted before with for the highlights. So I'm gonna make sure I really increase it here, decrease it here. Okay, actually like that. Yeah, very futuristic. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I like this. So I'm gonna shoot this into Photoshop just by going here, right clicking on the picture, edit in Adobe Photoshop, and it's gonna open it in Photoshop. So we're gonna take care of that building, that maybe the flag. I'm not sure. We're gonna be adding clouds for sure. That's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so let's get rid of this first. It's not very complicated. Use the clone stamp tool. Zoom out a bit. Okay, clone stamp tool is right here. So you take a selection from here by holding the Alt key here. come here and you paint everything away. Okay, I'm going to correct this after. Okay. Okay, right here. There we go. What else did I want to do? It was the satellite dish. Where is it? Here's an antenna there. That's not bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is maybe take it from here. There you go. You can't even tell. It's not a. I'm not trying to do the job of a lifetime here. I'm just. Oh, there's another one here. Look at these guys with illegal cable here. Okay, the flag. No, that actually looks authentic. There's two lights here. I wonder if I could make them light up. Actually, it's not a night. I can't do that. Okay. So let's add some clouds to maybe have this kind of a belt of a cloud. I think that should be pretty cool. So let me increase the brush size to about this. I'm going to take the sample from right here and add it right here. The goal is to just not copy too much. How can I say? See, that's what I mean. That's what you don't want. So this looks duplicated for sure. So let me just take a sample from here, shove it here. This way, it's not the same. Okay. Doesn't work. Not bad. I like it. All right. Command S for save, and it's gonna shoot it back into Lightroom with the corrections that we just did. Not too crazy about this here. Let's see. Much better. Yeah. Okay. Let's resave. Before with the building and without the clouds, now corrected. Yeah, this looks definitely much better. Just want to try one little thing before I finish with this. Those two lights here. I wonder, well, they're so small it won't make a difference, but I'll take a brush. Yeah, I'll take a brush and increase the exposure by just a quick boom. It's not a lot, but well, you can't even tell. Whatever, I'll leave it like that. So I would say that's my edit. yeah, I would not really add anything. If I go to vignette, nah, I don't think so, but we'll see. I get okay, it closes it nicely. Yeah, I like it. But if I want, what I usually do is do a manual vignette, which is add some gradual filters like this. You know, I do a couple of these. I did the bottom already. Like this kind of look. I don't know. I like the other vignette as well. Oops. Redo. Okay, so that's okay. No. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, like that. I think is pretty nice. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, Again, I mean that this you can go on and on and on for forever with these kind of touch ups, you know. But I think I think I'm okay with this one. The contrast I think is all right. Yeah, maybe a lot of clarity now. Now it's very cinematic. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So export. Let's save this, and it's going to show you full frame. Workshop. Yeah, there it is, full frame with its full resolution, and I like it, guys. Hope you have fun with it, and we will see you soon. And looking forward to seeing your edits, guys. So, see you soon.